to mini break is to prise open the crack of crazy, behind which lurks the absurd notion of leaving your house, certain motion sickness, and the terrifying prospect of interacting with other cultures. How can a cat get his or her bearings without jettisoning a full bag of marbles? But do not uncoil your private fury, for I, the current avatar for Richard Ayoade, am about to separate the fresh from the wickety whack.
I, whilst yoked to some people who have long since lost their right to earthly anonymity, am going to take you hurtling through a maxi mini break.
This is travel without mercy.
Tonight, 48 hours in, or not very far from, Naples. Over 2.5 mil tourists a year come here to amble through ancient history, nuzzle neath natural wonders, and peruse a phalanx of other phenomena. Joining me to explore this Neapolitan nebula is comedian, writer, and fellow enthusiast, Jack Dee. Together we will scoot like one linen beast.
I should have a cigarette and a coffee.
Lose our shiz in a pizzeria.
He's just taken over. He's not allowing me to build my confidence.
And apply hip-hop vernacular to footwear.
People's sandal game is tight here. We're here, but should we have come?
A flight time of 150 mins brings you to Italy's third largest city.
Stazione di Monte Santo.
That's right.
Yeah.
1891.
Is that when it was built?
That's it. It's been doing business since
yeah.
1890.
You know a lot.
Oh, thanks.
Like many cities that aren't Norwich, Naples is hilly, so its public transport is fashioned to eviscerate inclines.
Here we are.
Buongiorno.
Monte Santo funicular.
Yeah.
The Orange Line, one of my favourites, the second of the city's 4 funicular lines.
I'll be 100% honest with you though, Richard.
Yes.
It's not as steep as I was hoping it would be. This makes me think they could have probably got away with a normal flat train and just people doing that bit.
You're saying this is an affectation?
I don't know, going as far as that. I'm just saying it's not as much funicular as I thought it would be.
I understand.
See what I did?
Yeah.
So, Richard, why have you brought me to Naples?
Well, I'm literally about to tell you. Settled by the ancient Greeks approx 2,000 years BC, Naples is 1,300 years older than the embarrassingly nouveau city of Rome and is rammed full of old shiz. The Bay of Naples offers comely coastline as well as the possibility of airborne lava. And the novelist Stendhal called Naples and Paris the 2 only capitals shortly before he massively failed his geography GCSE.
Mini breakers with a tight mitt on their wad could enjoy a weekend in Naples for £235 per purse, a figure we will supersede as soon as we check into this hotel.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Welcome in Naples.
The Hotel San Francesco al Monte is a 500-year-old former monastery. As well as modish guff like a rooftop pool and a spa, it retains attractive old shiz like staircases dug into the hillside.
This must be a nightmare to dust.
And original artwork.
Imagine that's what breakfast will be like.
Yeah, very similar. Less dairy.
Its lockable rooms offer what are very much views of the city and Mount Vesuvius. But we don't have time to gawp at the currently dormant crust of a planetary mass object. We need to scope the city's landmarks, reduce the character of Naples and the Neapolitan people to a few sound bites, and then finish with some kind of vista while we summarise the overall experience in an overly glib manner. There's no time to lose.
Welcome to Naples.
Thank you.
This is Napoleon Vespa. This is the best way for running tour in Naples because we can avoid all the traffic jam and we can reach all the areas of Naples.
The tour uses classic 1960s Vespas and is powered by fuel sourced from Paul Weller's discarded Rickenbackers.
You'll come on the back with me?
I was born a passenger.
Most people taking the tour ride pillion, but Jack's motorcycle prowess cannot be contained by regs.
Come with me.
Michele snakes us through Naples' historic centre. We round the Piazza Trieste e Trento, its equivalent to Piccadilly Circus.
Isn't that nice? Isn't it so nice? Oh my goodness.
Before we perimeter the city's largest square, the Piazza del Plebiscito, all of which pass in a heady haze as Jack rides roughshod round the city's cobbles.
Oh, hello. They are extremely rough to ride on, aren't they?
And embraces its relaxed approach to road safety.
seems to be that everyone just pushes in and expects everyone else to stop. I think if you did something like indicate or use your mirrors, it would just spoil the system here.
As well as showing us a sampling of the city's notable landmarks, Michele secretes us under the skin of Naples by taking us to one of its oldest neighbourhoods.
This area is named the Spanish Quarter. We can consider this like the heart of Naples.
Built in the 16th century to house the occupying Spanish garrison, the quarter is characterised by narrow streets, 6-storey apartment blocks, and a rough and ready atmos. Suffice to say, we feel ruddy authentic.
People that lives here is very, very Napolitan, 100%.
So people here, they feel proud, they don't feel ashamed.
No.
I don't think I'll fit in. This is the problem.
I'm beginning to warm to it, you see. I'm a chameleon-like. I fit in anywhere.
We look like really uptight people trying to be relaxed.
What do we look like?
Where does he look like he's from?
England.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Back on the bike, Jack dives ever deeper into character.
If they see you riding around like a kind of casual guy like this,
Yes.
they're gonna take you seriously. You just sort of do this, you know. And then you, look, see this guy, he's not gonna hit me because he thinks I'm local because I'm so cool. I should have a cigarette and a coffee.
Maybe we should be flipping the pancake.
Exactly.
After a lap of the new castle, built when Naples was the capital of southern Italy, our tour ends at Ortensio, an area usually known for its fine views of the bay.
Today the weather is not really good, but normally the Vesuvius mountain is just in front of us.
And that could blow at any moment.
Yes.
Maybe we can just keep a hold of these Vespas for a little bit longer.
You're a coward, aren't you?
I am frightened of volcanoes erupting.
Yeah.
Do you think you could beat one?
It's not gonna go. It's not likely at all.
When I'm out of here on my Vespa, laughing, while you're going, we'll see. We'll see who's the fool.
Now we have an expert handle on the city's geography and the Neapolitan psyche, we turn our attention to commanding its cuisine.
What have you lined up here? What are we doing?
We're going to learn to make pizza, because I know you're a gourmet chef. All Naples is talking about it.
Oh no, that's not true.
Naples is the birthplace of pizza, and at this seafront restaurant, Kira and chef Guillermo teach students to make a totally authentic pizza, adhering to the strict rules of the true Neapolitan Pizza Association.
Just wash your hands and go. Oh well, never mind.
Kind of picking it up like that.
Type 00 flour, sea salt, water and yeast are mixed in a traditional wooden bucket for 10 minutes before kneading can begin.
I make bread, so I have done it. I've done this bit before. It's boring, but you know.
Yeah, and you're probably a really sensitive lover as well. It's just sickening. It's like looking at a young Paul Hollywood.
Yeah.
It was the arrival of the tomato from America that gave birth to the pizza, so our tutors insist we study this fruit in earnest.
That's a heck of a tomato.
In America, you get this kind of tomatoes?
Probably just whatever you can get out of a can.
Really?
The rules stipulate a pizza base must be formed by hand, not exceed 350 millimeters in diameter, and be 4 millimeters thick at the center.
So can we call that one mine? No, okay.
Students who fail to get it exactly right are cruelly humiliated and forced to practice with a tea towel.
I have to go in that corner.
Next one, you go
I
to
go
the
in that
corner.
corner. I know. I went to school.
Take the tea towel and practice.
I went to school.
next
Okay,
one.
here we go.
Sorry about Richard. He's very
Very
insecure.
sensitive.
Okay.
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 Here he goes.
Perfect. I saw you are perfect.
Perfect. Did you hear that, Richard?
Yeah, teacher's pet. I see.
Perfect.
Is that the pizza or the tea towel? I can't tell.
Okay,
Sorry,
I'm trying to learn.
Okay.
I'm trying to learn.
According to tradition, there are only 2 true types of pizza, the margherita and the marinara, so toppings are ruthlessly regulated.
He's just taken over. He's not allowing me to build my confidence.
Then our creations are consigned to the searing heat of a traditional wood-fired oven for approx 96.
Do you like it?
No, it's fine. A little pineapple wouldn't have hurt.
You ever put pineapple on pizza?
No.
Sorry, that was
Okay.
his idea.
You eat pizza with pineapple?
You've
It's
never had
not-
pineapple on pizza?
No.
Well,
It seems like you are the student and I'm the master.
No.
I realise these primitive people are opposed to progress, so we chip.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay,
there.
Like frantic voles, we now resolve to burrow into Roman history, the biggest tourist draw in Naples. One of the best preserved Roman ruins on Earth is Herculaneum. This attractive Roman town was buried under metres of volcanic mud when Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD and was subsequently enveloped by suburban Naples. We hire a guide, Emiliano, for added historical heft.
Is it true everyone escaped from Herculaneum?
No, not true. Most of the people died by the sea. They first died from the gas, and afterwards the mudslides covered them.
Yeah.
Until the eruption compromised everyone's comfort, Herculaneum was a great place to live, with excellent local amenities.
Public toilet.
I would have been all over that.
Why?
I know where all of them are. I have a tiny bladder.
Homes were so small that Romans ate out most of the time. There were restaurants.
What sort of food would be in here? But
Simple food, you know, they serve the bread, the cheese, olives, dried figs.
Were people quite short because this is low?
The average height of a Roman legionary was 5'3".
this is wheelchair friendly.
And this was an open-air gym.
That's probably where I'd be most of the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you good at Greco-Roman fight?
Yes, I am.
Okay, will
Yeah.
you try?
Yeah, let's go. Slowly touch.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, did I win that one?
Okay.
And then what happens? I push you? Oh, crumbs, it's very strong.
Just push against.
Okay, I don't know whether that was orthodox rules.
That was impressive. Well
It
done.
was. This is the kind of town I'd like to have lived in.
Yeah, it would have suited Richard.
No cars, you can eat out, you can work out,
Yeah,
and there's a public toilet.
and you're done.
Okay.
I still have a few more remains to see, but I'll get back to you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, guys.
This has been
Thank
terrific.
you. Take care.
We appreciate
All right,
it.
see you.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. Is there a gift shop?
Bonces abounding with freshly culled knowledge, we draw to part one's timely end. But on our triumphant return, we will wage war over wages,
If I win,
Yeah.
100%. If you win, 50%.
have this brief verbal exchange,
When we go home, are you going to call it Capri?
I'm going to never speak of this again.
and start preparations for Christmas.
Don't be surprised at the back of the shop if you find the shopkeeper bent over a figurine.
Jack Dee and I, Richard Ayoade, the man saddled with this dreadful voice, are halfway through an exemplary weekend in Naples. Thus far, we have scooted,
We look like some awful oatmeal mod duo.
surveyed,
Were people quite short because this is low?
and swallowed pizza.
That's a heck of a tomato.
Day 2 begins with rain and recklessness. The continually present threat of death via volcano has made Neapolitans uncommonly superstitious and obsessed with luck. The lottery has been in rude business here since the 17th century, and with the draw being held later today, we throw in our figurative hat. This chart is based on ancient book La Smorafia. It translates your dreams into numbers and is a common sight in Neapolitan lottery shops.
If you dreamed about flowers, so you put 81.
What does the hand dream?
Refers to the 5 fingers,
Okay.
magical symbol for thousands of years.
Oh, you've brought
Yeah,
your own
I've,
guide.
I've got
So
my
you're
guide.
prepared. I don't know anything. Well, this is
A squid inside a guitar.
no interpretation required, really. But
Not really.
No, go on.
It actually is the sexual congress. It means, you know,
Right.
means intercourse.
Really?
Yep.
Because to me, what this looks like is that squid's trying to get out. It
Rather
got
than-
lost
than
last
in,
night
yes.
and is going, I've ended up in a guitar
It is,
again.
It is. You know, a lot of it is weird because you know they say dreams are actually they're only like a fraction of a second long, but I know that isn't the case because in a dream I had quite recently, I boiled an egg.
Right.
4 minutes.
Yes.
4 minutes. That's
Okay. I'm not even going to fill in the last 2 numbers. I want you to do them.
you want me to do them
yes,
for you?
based on your new and frankly terrifying command of numerology. I'm going to pay, so if I win,
Yeah.
100%. If you win, 50%. Because I'm paying.
Ah, but I'm choosing. I've helped you
That's
a
not
lot.
going to stand up
I
in
think
court
I've
at all.
I think I've
Because
helped
as you
a
can
lot.
see, the money's come from my pocket. How much for this? There's going to be a real language problem here. That's €1. And if I don't win, do I get a refund? Okay. Seems like we've just bought one. We've made quite heavy weather of that.
Yeah.
With the winning ticket selected and the weather wettening apace, we head to the port. Whenceforth, we'll set sail for the Isle of Capri, a site that demands any mini breaker's eyeballs.
It's not really what I was hoping for.
I don't think this is top manufacturing on this umbrella.
Oh dear, yes. Is it falling apart already?
And because my yacht's helicopter pad is being repainted, we're bumming a ride on the ferry.
It seems like it's clearing. I don't do brilliantly on ferries, so we could be looking at a Linda Blair situation here.
Do you feel a bit queasy?
I feel pretty queasy.
As many as 20,000 tourists a day disembark at Capri, lured here by its movie glamour, dramatic topography and reputation for risque revelry. Yet it somehow lacks the raw vitality of a Guernsey.
I'm a bit sad about the weather.
Are you?
We should have come yesterday, like I said.
You're being quite negative.
You can reach the town of Capri by yet another funicular railway or in one of the island's hubristically ruthless taxis.
Is it safe driving around the island?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
If we go slow, it's more panoramic. If you go fast, you don't see nothing.
No, we won't see anything, you're right. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
We rollick forth in the skid marks of Grace Kelly, Jackie Kennedy and Mariah Carey.
So what do you want to know about Capri, as it's pronounced locally?
Well, that was the first thing I was anxious to know about.
Where
But
to
it-
put the syllabic
Well,
emphasis?
I was self-conscious that I was calling it Capri.
Yes, from the
And-
Ford Capri,
Yeah.
also named after Capri,
I'm
with
a-
the caprese salad and the
Right.
Capri pants.
Yeah, and I've been getting it wrong, but it's Capri.
Capri.
But when we go home, are you going to call it Capri?
I'm going to never speak of this again.
That's wise.
Now, this was first inhabited 8th century BC by the Greeks. Then Augustus rocks up, followed by Tiberius, who retired here
Did he?
and started a lot of pajama parties, like Hef.
It was known for its debauchery here, wasn't
It
it?
was known for its debauchery. Not something I approve of, the debauch.
No, I can see that you wouldn't really
No.
like that scene.
I don't
I'm not
want to
saying I
celebrate
would, but I can, you know.
Well, super injunctions don't apply out here, Jack.
Like the tourists we are, we conclude our Capri schlep with a meander through Capri town,
That car is too thin.
gawping at fussily arranged window displays of super-inflated knick-knackery,
Some very preppy jackets.
Yeah.
before heading towards a vendor of traditional Italian quenchers.
What do you call them here?
Granita di limone.
Granita, of course. Yeah.
It's just
Lovely.
fresh lemon juice from the island, 2% of sugar, little bit of water.
Very big
Came
lemons.
from this lemon from our gardens.
You want a pack of Crick Crock?
Yes, I would like
Can we
some.
get 2 Crick Crocks?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cute, thank you. Right.
Quite wealthy Capri, isn't it, compared to Naples?
It's incredibly beautiful.
Yes.
But the boutiques and stuff, it's like a,
Very fancy.
yeah, it's like a really, really smart shopping mall that has somehow escaped and started its own island, swarming with people who don't live here.
Yeah.
That's
I think about 2 million a year come to this. It's only 5
that's a lot.
miles.
They've all come today
across.
as well.
They're all here. They've all come to look in the window of Prada.
After our fill of Capri Sun, we return to Naples in search of souvenirs. We decide that the most reflective image of our stay is the Nativity. So we head to the Via San Gregorio Armino, where the crib scene is strong.
Since the 17th century, year-round, you can get nativity scenes.
They make them themselves.
They make them, they paint them.
I was reading a guide.
They're modelled.
It said, don't be surprised if you walk into the back of the shop if you find the shopkeeper bent over a figurine.
Don't be surprised
So
and don't
Hampton
judge
once,
him.
It was a very awkward moment for me.
This is exactly how it would have been in Bethlehem.
With all of these people, this is a modernisation of it. Your crib
Yes.
can now incorporate all these modern people.
Amy Winehouse.
Prince Harry's a bit of an embarrassing one.
Right. Well.
I mean, just
Hello.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. You're doing the...
Yes.
who is it? Chi è sta?
Questa è una popolana napoletana.
Ah, okay.
Personaggio tipico napolitano.
Okay.
Okay.
Entranced by the artistry, we move to the next logical step, acquisition.
How much is this one?
How much? Allora, questa?
Yeah.
3,000 euro.
Yeah.
3,000
€3,000. We may be looking at
A smaller one.
This is all I have. I have 100 euros.
100.
We're looking more over here.
The smaller ones, I think. Donkey.
How much is this?
20.
20 euros.
20. You could afford 5 donkeys.
Okay. How much for these 2 depressed bunnies?
40 euro.
40 each. So for my 100, I
Three.
can get this.
That rubbish.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
Non mi serve la busta. Yes.
Okay, okay.
I feel in a way this is more compensation for your time
Thank you.
than anything else. I can
He's
only...
been very patient with you.
been very patient.
Ecco qua.
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
on the bow. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you.
Bye
See you
bye.
soon.
I'll
Bye-bye.
see you soon.
Ciao.
I think you did quite well there.
Thank you.
I was expecting you to haggle, but
No.
With check-in looming, we cop cakes and coffee before heading seawards for a debrief. This last chomp rounds out a spend of £536 each.
So what do you make of Naples?
well, I like that it's not really touristy. And the nice thing about going to somewhere like Naples is no one comes and says, oh, you should have come here 10 years ago before it all changed. And I think if you want a really authentic experience, then I think this is a place for that.
In a trip of highlights, which has been your favourite?
Probably the Vespa tour.
Yes.
I felt free.
Well, you're an expert rider.
Well,
I have
thank
to
you.
say that.
Thank you. Did you feel safe?
I felt, in many ways, I felt more alive than I've ever felt.
Gosh, well, that is a nice compliment. What about you, Richard? To use a horrible expression, what's your takeaway?
Well, I think this moment, assessing all the other moments
Yes, yeah.
and
looking
ranking
back.
them, and also this, the lottery.
Oh, the lottery,
That
of course.
was tremendous. And let's see, I've got the ticket. Do you want to see?
Uh-huh.
Do we have a 17,
No,
a 72,
no,
a 36, a
no.
42?
Oh, wait a minute. 42, you say?
Yeah.
No,
59?
no.
Okay.
That's it.
We probably haven't won. Well, thanks for coming.
No, well, thank you for inviting me.
I'd like to make this an annual trip.
Yes, and, you know, I think you should invite someone different each time, though.
Okay, that's not what I was... Okay. I'm gonna have my cake.